Hello again, everyone. Well, time for the last review of the day, and today we're going to be looking at The Survivor. Here we go. On Stardate 5143.3, while patrolling near the Romulan neutral zone, the Federation Starship Enterprise finds a small private ship manned by a Vendorian, an alien species that can transform its shape at will. The alien dupes the crew on board the Enterprise into thinking that it is actually Carter Winston, a Federation citizen and philanthropist who has been missing for 5 years. Once aboard, the Vendorian renders Captain James T. Kirk unconscious, takes his form, and orders the helmsman, Lieutenant Hikaru Sulu, to steer the Enterprise into the neutral zone, where Romulan warbirds lie in wait. When the real Kirk eventually regains consciousness, he orders the Enterprise to get out of the neutral zone and warp 8. The Vendorian, who has been shape-shifting himself into other members of the Enterprise's crew, eventually reveals itself to Lieutenant Anne Norrid, Carter Winston's fiancée, who serves as a security officer aboard the Enterprise. The alien further states that the real Winston is dead, but because it has absorbed Carter's feelings for her, it can love her. Aww. Around this time, the Romulans attack the Enterprise, and the Vendorian, realizing that his actions have placed the ship in danger, decides to betray his Romulan masters for love. He takes the form of the Enterprise's main deflector shield, and the Romulans retreat. The Vendorian is arrested and will face trial, but Kirk informs him that his actions to protect the Enterprise will be taken into consideration. Norrid informs the Vendorian that it is very similar to Winston in personality, and she offers to return to Earth with the alien. When Chief Medical Officer Leonard McCoy jokes that if the Vendorian had turned himself into a second Spock, it would have been too much to take. Spock quickly replies that, to Dr. McCoy, might just bring the level of medical efficiency on the ship to acceptable levels. Oh man, I love me some McCoy and Spock banter. Anyway, let's look at some production notes of the story. The Survivor's writer James Schemmer's only credited in the Star Trek franchise. His other genre work consisted of 2 episodes of the television series Wonder Woman, as well as a single episode of Buck Rogers. He was better known for his work on soap operas such as General Hospital and Another World. He pitched stories for Star Trek the Animated Series on the basis that the show targeted an adult audience similar to Star Trek the original series and not children. He knew it was going to be broadcast on Saturday mornings, but would be unhampered by restrictions on live-action television. Hiller said that, quote, "One of the reasons why I took it is because I'm not an animated writer. I've written a couple of animated shows through the years, and it was like pulling teeth." He explained that he wrote the script for The Survivor as if it was a live-action story. It was originally known as The Chameleon. The title was eventually changed in order to preserve the plot point as a surprise for the viewer. He had known producer DC Fontana for several years, and pitched the story directly to her. In turn, she related to the franchise creator Gene Roddenberry, who called Schemmer back for a meeting. Together they rewrote the story during the meeting to make it fit within the 30-minute long animated episode. Schemmer explained that Roddenberry appreciated the idea of an alien pretending to be other characters, and that the animated series could easily show how the shapeshifter undergo the various changes in the episode. The design of the Vendorian had been described by Schemmer in the script, but it was changed to the square-like design by the animators, a change that Schemmer described as quote, neat and, quote, clever. In the original outline, the Vendorian didn't assume the role of Kirk. Added by Roddenberry, Schemmer did not agree with the change. Roddenberry and Schemmer argued about the point, with Roddenberry saying that Kirk was the star of the series, and Schemmer wanted it to be different, and seemed concerned that its plot would appear too similar to the event of Whom the Gods Destroy, where Garth Ezer changes his appearance to become Kirk. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you just kind of have a point about that, but it's different in a way. So, overall, I give The Survivor 3 warp cores out of 5. Well, join me tomorrow as we take a look at an episode written by a cast member, The Infinite Vulcan. And no, it wasn't written by Nimoy, but someone else. Anyway, so, until then, live long and prosper, everybody.